He logrado atrapar otro, aquí le tengo. No corre mucho, por eso le logré atrapar. Pero ya tengo otro. Así que ya tenemos dos y vamos a prepararle. Logró entrar el pescadito. Ya entró el pescado. Tenemos pescado adentro. Vamos a taparle con unas hojitas de aquí para que pueda recocinarse. Listo. Vamos a procederle a sanity. Listo, ahí esperamos a que se cocine y vamos a ver qué tal nos sale esta delicia. Para acompañar al pescadito vamos a asar unos platanitos para hacerle compañía al pescado. Vamos a ponerle a asar. Y listo, volvemos en un momento. Hay que seguir dando la vuelta a los platanitos para que se hacen muy bien. Sean bien asaditos. Ya está cerca. Siguiente platanito. También está cerca de quemarse, pero. Bueno, aquí están los platanitos, ya están asados, ya están listos para salir de la candela. Listo, ya están los plátanos. Y también ya están.
They have already pre-marinated it because they say it takes a very long time. But you'll find that dish across Mexico. But they were telling us that a lot of times it's not made the traditional way anymore. It's originally from the Yucatan Peninsula area. It's a Mayan dish, and they're going to be cooking it underground in that oven, the traditional way. So we're going to have a chance to try the authentic version. Wow, it's so hot. The immense heat coming off of it. Something I have to share with you that's really, really cool though is you can't really see it right now, but I might have gotten a shot earlier where the sticks, the wood was covering this entire ground pit, and then the rocks were on top, and then they lit the wood on fire, and they say that they know that the fire is ready to start cooking when the rocks break the wood because the wood has burned enough, and then the rocks fall down to the ground, and so they've just fallen. We're actually in the hut. We could hear like crack, and the sticks broke, and in traditional Mayan they call it wooden fire, and this is a very authentic way to cook traditional Mayan food.
No, eso es como, no tomamos foto, quien estuvo ese momento, estuvo con nosotros. Sí, sí, hubiese estado.
There's still huge bits in here.
It's getting smaller.
In order to be ground up properly, the seeds must be very dry. They are left out in the sun to dry thoroughly. When the seeds are dry enough, they are rubbed gently to remove the thin layer of skin. Now it's time for grinding. The acorn seeds are placed into an indentation in a grinding rock, or hamukai. This indentation is called a mortar, or matate. Matates are formed over long periods as the grinding slowly wears the rock away. The acorns are ground into a fine meal using a handheld rock called a mano, or ifni. It's very difficult and time-consuming. Some people use smaller, portable matates, or ifmu. The ground acorn meal is put on a basket and gently shaken. The larger pieces moved to the outside edge of the basket where they can be removed and placed back into the matate to be ground up finer.
Con
¿Cómo se muele la pimienta gorda? En antigüedad de mis abuelitos me enseñaron a hacerlo.
Which we eat in the middle of the summer. I could either push it off with my thumb, or I could use this, which is the jawbone of a deer, and I could use it to take it off and save my fingers. Now, to grind it, I would put some kernels down. I'm not going to overload it, or it's going to be a little too difficult to handle. I would first smash the individual kernels to get it started. And then, since I'm on my knees behind my grinding stone, I can put my weight against it and do a better job of grinding. Making sure I keep my fingers out of the way.
Rocks from the ground here, we dug them up and then we shaped them into this oven type thing. We can only do this really hot. So what we're going to do, we'll take out all the ash now. It's a little bit too hot. Take this all out. Then we'll get some potatoes and we'll put them inside and we'll cover the whole thing up. And they'll cook for about 40 minutes and we'll have some really great dinner.
No potato goes to waste. Some of them are used for seed. Some are eaten as anyone would eat potatoes or sold in the market, but others are kept around and they make chuños with them.
Aparte, para chuño.
Okay.
Now, making chuños is a strange process, as are the results.
Ahora vas a trabajar.
He's going to make you work now.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm up for that.
Le encanta trabajar.
Assuming I don't break his bridge. Yeah, no, after you. The first step in the process is to let the potatoes freeze overnight. Then they thaw when the sun comes out the next day, then freeze the next night, then thaw the next day, then freeze the next night. Then they're peeled, they're dried, and voila, you've got chuños.
¿Quieres trabajar?
Do you want to work?
Me?
Sí.
Sure. You mean stomp the potatoes?
Sí, sacate tus zapatos.
Yeah. It's common practice to wash your feet before mashing. We're going to eat these ones after all. Ask him how much he weighs.
¿Cuánto pesas tú, Emeterio?
Yo peso 47 kilos nomás.
47 kilos.
47 kilos.
¿De cuánto kilo pesa, señor?
I weigh twice what he does.
Él pesa el doble que vos.
Oh. Yeah, so I'm going to be a really good stomper.
Sí, hazlo, prueba, hazlo,
All right.
así.
Ooh.
Así.
They're soft, rotten, and warm. That's one of the more disgusting things I've ever felt in my life. By the way.
Todo lo has aplastado.
Yeah, I'm.
Gordo eres.
Yeah.